Hi guys, I am ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Corsair Cove. We have been playing this Let's Try series and I am enjoying it quite a bit. It is quite unique in its building style, as we've been discussing in the last few episodes. It is, I've not, it's, I mean, there's a fair bit of logistics challenges that we're dealing with, and we've got a bit of ocean-bound combat event style things, not really combat, more event style management. And as we talk about that, we've upgraded the Great Chaos over here in the last episode. And I think it's time to head out and do some events. Now, what is this saying? Noose and Reek. Was that what? Was that like a new thing? Okay, that's just the button, right? What are I find it interesting whether that was a new thing or not. Anyway, we'll be able to get some new. There's a variety of things we can do, right? We can send a ship here to play the event. So we can basically, I think, come and grab this. I do think we want to do that. Test our powers out on the merchant ship over here. 50 stone is not really something that's going to impress us all that much. Any other kind of island-based events here? We've got this thing, which is Crown Port. Again, this is down a specific path. So I guess let's come and do this thing. Let's do the Phoenix on the run. Head out over this way. I think we'll be okay. We don't have exactly what is recommended, but I think we've got some other options as well. So let's do that. Let's have a look.
Is that a haven I see on that legendary rock, and filled with famous names to boot? Timothy Shore. I need something smuggled. Myself, in fact, out of sight of any searching eyes.
Interesting.
It takes real pirates to stomach this kind of work. Legends in the making.
Yeah, fair enough.
Are you?
Okay.
Timothy Shore, the Phoenix. That man is a living legend. Whatever he's up to, we should be part of it.
Okay, it's a bit of our a bit of narrative in there. Anyway, we'll just go straight into the event to. Okay, but to be honest, so let's jump in. Okay, we need to sneak 47 meters. The opponent gains 2 dice on the next turn. They give +1 to the player next turn. So we'll have 2 dice, they'll have 3. We need to sneak 47 meters. We can get there in 1 foul swoop, I think. I think that's, and we'll gain some loot. It's going to cost us pretty high on the supplies, but I'm going to do it. There we go.
This fog is a blighted omen. Cut through it and fast. Our lives may very well depend on it.
Excellent. So now, what are we doing now? Now we need to gain some charts. 20 to be precise. If we do daring scouts, spend 4 supplies, we can do that in one go. We could lose 1 to 4 supplies. So the alternate is we do this one, and we try and prevent the damage at the same time to our supplies. I think we're going to go guns blazing, daring scouts, and get the charts in one go if we do that properly. So let's try that. Ooh.
Don't look back. Don't trust your eyes. Full sails and pray to whatever gods you have that we make it.
What happened? Oh, we did do it. We got it anyway. Interesting. Interesting. So we got 23 charts, even though we rolled a 1. Ah, the 1 is for the what we got in terms of treasure. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay, fine. I'm still learning this. This is still a little bit new to me, especially because there's different types of events. Now, move away 3,800 meters from the threat, and screaming shots is coming our way, dealing 8 to 11 damage to our crew. That is pretty significant. We want to try and limit that. So potentially what we do, I mean, we could make a run for it, all out, guns blazing, 5, get us out of here. I think, but that's a big number to be taking. I think let's try and limit the damage. Let's try and limit the damage. We did limit the damage, and now they're just going to try and prevent us. So now we're going to go man the oars and go full on 5 supplies to get us out of here. And we've got 2 die at the same time. There we go.
We made it.
Excellent. Phoenix on the Run is done.
That was close.
It cost us 11 supplies and nothing else, really. We've got 20 cohesion, 6 extra supplies, and a new captain, I believe. Yeah, Timothy as a new captain. Legends luck. Any opponent dice that matches yours is set to 0. Ooh, nice. And some coin, some good coin there. Excellent.
Well, that could have gone worse.
There we go.
I'll leave you at the next port and make for the Wildfire Isles.
So there
You
we...
saw the ghostly ship in the fog, didn't you? The Reaper has his eyes on you now, just like me and all the other brethren of the coast.
Okay, some more
2 options.
some more narrative.
Cower in fear or seize your destiny. Whatever it'll be, we'll be watching.
Yeah, fine. All good. Oh, what's going on here? We have rescued Phoenix, a member of the legendary Brethren of the Coast. He was pursued by a ghostly adversary in the fog, a problem we might now share as well. We could just ignore this or use this chance to become legends as well. And I guess that's
The
taking...
Brethren of the Coast. I wouldn't mind belonging to that illustrious club.
Careful, Scarlet. We both know what that ship in the fog was. I'm not keen on joining Killigrew's crew.
So
Legends don't fear.
can we let's stop this. Quest is complete. Let's get to it. So now we've got a new one that we should be going towards. But I guess we potentially need to stock up on supplies before we do anything else, really. And I guess now we've got some items out this way, and it's effectively recommending we have an even stronger ship to be able to do that. So I guess we could go around and do all of these other missions, because I think we'll be in a good position to deal with that. Oh yeah, all of them. We can do all of these missions now. Finish off all of them. And I'm kind of wondering whether we should just grab this one while we've got it. Yeah, I mean, we could have done that with the landlubber. We could have done that quite easily with the landlubber as well. Well, let's embark on that way. We'll go and deal with it. We have reasonable supplies to be able to do that. Now let's go back into the island and see what else we should be doing. Right? Have we unlocked anything here yet? Okay. We have the new pirate area here, and it's called Rogue's Reef. I think that's completely fine, that name. But we've got a bunch of stuff that we can still spill out into. Ooh, taxes. Hang on, let's have a quick look at this. Taxes and turmoil. So another event for us. People haven't joined our community to pay taxes, but with our coffers almost empty. Our coffers are great. Some form of taxation may be inevitable. So I don't think we need to do any of this. I mean, that's a lot of cohesion loss for 200 coin. I think we grab the cohesion because we've almost up at 1,000. So we'll grab that and get our cohesion up even better, right? That's a good number for us right there. Your ship has reached an event. So let's go back. We'll have a look.
Never sailed without escort. Let's remind them why.
Okay, so we are effectively doing the pirating thing over here. So what are we doing? Close to 600 meters distance to your target. We don't have that much, so we might need to... These guys are going to prevent us that and try and deal us some damage. Deal damage to the player, yeah? Okay. Anyway, we want to be heading their way. We could get it there. Reduce all opponent stats by 1 to 6. Okay. Hook shots. Or we can do the swell. Ooh, that's going to be less. Prevent, and we prevent the damage. We're going to do this one. This can get us there all the way, right? Not quite, not quite. Shall we ride the swell again? We could spend a little bit more, but I don't want to. I think we'll just ride the swell again and get us all the way there, right? There we go.
Need the cargo intact. A good scare will be enough to make them strike their colors.
Okay, reduce the opponent's health and crew to below 75. So, blazing counter. Prevent or deal damage and prevent damage to ourselves. This is not where the damage is coming to. cruel comeback, deal the crew damage. Wow, that's taking out almost all of them, and prevent and prevent some damage to our ship's health. Or we gain and prevent damage. And what is this? Okay, all-out assault. Deal 3 to 36 damage. It takes 2 times the damage to our crew, which doesn't matter. We'll just do all-out assault and get it done.
They surrender their cargo, and we return with spoils aplenty.
There we go. That was easy enough. Plus some additional cohesion. I like it. Okay, we are now going to head back to resupply.
Let's share the stories of our voyage.
Let's share the stories. So we uncovered a deed, ambush a merchant ship. So we've done that one. So we've unlocked another deed. Other deeds are anything else close. Employ 25 picaroons. That's not too far away. Build 3 pirate camps, maybe a little bit farther away. Have a total output of 75 rum. That maybe... Yeah, anyway, there's not... Have a fleet of 2 ships is probably a little bit closer, I think. But yeah, all in all, pretty good as we stand. If we head out to the compass, we now have... Oh! Actually, from a seafaring perspective, we can now go to the next level. And this is something that I'd be interested in. The salty cabin, though. Let's have a look. So here, what are we saying? Bootlegger. Improves moonshine still. Production with every rank. Production by +2. Okay, that's fine. Salty banner. For every banner, increase cohesion capacity by 4. Okay, that might be good. Shrine of the Sea. The Shrine of the Sea buffs ships that complete events with sea legs. Improving 1 random stat sea legs is lost on the return to the pier. Okay. Paying 300 coin at the Shrine of the Sea applies sea legs to all ships. Okay, I guess it's something we'll get to, but for the time being, the salty cabin is one that might be a little bit more interesting. And then herbal hoist improves apothecary production. I don't have apothecary. Unlocks the apothecary. Okay. And the apothecary does what exactly? But I guess the housing thing is something that is of quite a bit of interest. Get more comfortable provides 8 housing. But that's not quite as good as the fancy cabin over here that provides 12 housing. So I guess I'd prefer that one, right? That's what I prefer. But what are we grabbing then? The salty banners. I mean, this production, even the apothecary could be useful. Are we unlocking it anywhere else, or it's going to have to be here? If it's going to be a one of a kind, I think we're going to just unlock it and get it done.
Very good.
So we've unlocked the apothecary, regardless of what it benefits us at this point. I'd rather we unlock it and have a look. Okay, so now let's have a look at that. So that's a new chain here. The apothecary takes fresh water plus something green. And I guess here we now have the ability to make sure water stays fresh. Okay, that's fine. And here we've got, what? A herbalist. And then what does the apothecary actually give us? Gives us output of medicine, right? But, I got a bit of a surprise there. Okay, so we've got a lot of different stuff. Unlock Timothy. We've got a lot of cohesion and then all kinds of other stuff. Plus we've got a little bit of repair costs. I don't think so, really. And our crew is back up, and it's basically, yeah, back and resupplied, no problem. That's really good, actually. We're in good shape. We're barely holding on. Let's have a quick look here. Let's just have a look. Where is our... we've got another one up here, right? And this one is not producing anything. Okay, let's just double check. This one. And then this one is... What is it missing? So let's just... so the Cooper has got stuff. But you're not working. Why are you not working? What's the issue? Is it because... Can I just... Let's just quickly have a look. If we clear this one out and we say we want you to come and get it over here, will this start working? Why is this not working? Is it not connected? It cannot not be connected. It would say it's not connected. Oh, there we go. Ah, okay, maybe. Okay, what we'll do, we will do a better connection right here so that we have this pretty easy to get there, right? So that we'll just improve that situation. That should deal with our shortage. That one wasn't actually working. Okay, now back to what we were doing. We had the apothecary unlocked. Everything else is kind of working at the moment, right? So we can just do a few things. We don't necessarily need to expand too aggressively. But we did start seeing a few different things here. We did start seeing these guys and I guess these guys that can be worked. But we don't have a lot of people. So I think what we need to do is do some more missions to pick up some more drifters before we get in the way too much. So let's just quickly have a look now. With this guy, hang on. Oh, I hate it when it gets stuck in that area. That's the one thing that's a bit of a pain, really. So this guy. Oh, we need to. You know where this problem comes from? We need to go and pick it up over there, right? That is part of our problem, right? We needed another fetcher to go and do that so that this thing is actually operating. And then if that thing, it wasn't operating because there wasn't any demand for it. And a key thing that you need to be mindful of with this logistics, right? So this guy is now actively running, but I guess we should consider a warehouse, especially if we want to move this to other places as well. For the time being, I think our tavern is okay because our tavern has quite a bit of capacity. So we don't, and that's why that's kind of standing still. A lot of stuff is not actually working. And this guy is now improving at the moment. And what is this? Wine. Okay. Anyway, that's back to getting more people. We need more people to be able to really expand, right? So let us grab this ship and head on out and do a few things. Before we do that, though, let's quickly have a look at our deeds to see if there's anything here that we can do. Complete 5 events with Scarlet, so we can do 3 more events and get that done. Perform 5 smuggling runs. That will help us out as well. Build 20 zip lines. They're quite costly, I think. So this is going to take a bit of time to do that. And then increase our pirate count and our stew production, which is stuff that we will do. But I guess we're going to head out to sea and do a few things to try and unlock some stuff. I thought what we might do is we'd go straight for Crown Port. Our peers are rotting away in a local prison. Yes, that will give us what we want. So let's head on over there to get some people straight away. Okay. At the same time, we can, while we wait for that, we may pop back in here and see that everything, yeah, that's now working solidly. It's working really well. We'd fully loaded on a bunch of different things here. So stew-wise, we're fine. Our production capacity, all of this is fine. We may need to build some additional houses, but I would like to see us getting complete feasting with legends. Any other things? No. And then we've got some no track deeds. Okay. Do we have info overlays as well? Okay, that's interesting. Deposits. Okay. This is the kind of stuff that we need to be keeping an eye on. Okay, fine, sure. Okay, we're at the event, so let's head on over and quickly have a look at that.
Except the pirates being held in their cells.
Reduce enemy health to 0. It's a pretty easy one. 17 damage. I think ram and board is what we're trying to do. Deal damage and take ×2 damage because of it. So that should fix us out by even trying to prevent damage. We can prevent damage and finish them off, even if we get the lowest number, because they're going to take 2 damage. I think this is the one. This is an easy one for us.
Either the townsfolk give our people liberty, or we give them death.
That was very good. Okay, so these people are now actually actively on our they are on our ship, so we potentially need to take them back. What else can we do here, right? So at the moment, our ship's gun damage is not quite good enough for us to try and run this one. We can do this one. Raven in the jungle, a man called Raven, and then we can get... We don't need all of this cohesion. What was happening here? We got a deed? Oh, pillage Crown Port. Okay, we'll do that then. I didn't even realize it's one of our things. So if we go to compass, what do we get here? Oh, we still haven't done any of this. I am a salvage dock. For every salvage dock, reduce ship construction and repair cost by 20%. I don't think that's super important for us. Expands the deposit capacity for the quarry. That might be useful. But I guess the elevator is more the kind of thing that I'm thinking might be useful to us. So let's grab the elevator instead. Okay. So we'll get us that one. Now, I think we can go for this one straight away. So let's head on over there. The ship is more than good enough to deal with that. So we'll...
My, that inhospitable rock has some new occupants, and wealthy ones. I have a proposal for you. You help me recover it, and in return I get you in touch with some very wealthy people.
The man reeks of greed and betrayal.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. We will continue to do that. Now we're actually in a position where our cohesion is really high. We can start spending it on a few things. So one thing that I did think we might have a look at, now that we have the elevator in place, right? What actually, before we get too hasty, it's 50 gold for an elevator, 10 for a zip line, 300 for an aerial lift, and then 20 for a mast. So this is where our goal is going to go into our connections. Now, what are our... These guys aren't doing anything. These guys are producing over here. Right, so if anything, this is... I mean, there's no real... Is there anywhere where we have poor connectivity? And I think the answer is no. It's been pretty good all along. But when we are kind of getting some stuff from some of these areas, it might be a little bit more challenging. So one of the things that I was kind of wondering is, can we just basically run a... so if I go, right, if I were to say, let me get rid of that one and get rid of this one, and I just want to do a lift, right? It's 50. So if we do a lift up to here, we can't do it all the way up to there, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do it pretty... I want it to look nice, right? So I want to do it pretty straight. So we do one like that. And then we do one... let's move it a little bit. No, let's move it a little bit like this. Oh, that's not right either. If we do it like that... Something like that, right? There we go. So there we go. Now we've got two lifts. I wouldn't mind seeing someone actually using the lift, right? Elevator. It cost us about 100 there. So at least we've... Yeah, people are doing it and they work pretty well. So anyway, we may have to do more of that, I think. We may have to do a little bit more of that over time. Now let's see. Oh, we're going for our next mission here. So let's enter it. Okay, broken equipment, close 3,000 meters, and we will get some damage dealt to our health, which I think we can accommodate, and we do want to do the 3,000 meters. I think this is the one, make haste, right? That's the one we're after. We could do more, but we don't need it. That would give us loot. I'm not sure the loot is something we're after. I'd rather we do it, make haste. Let's make haste.
This is it. There is a cave at the back of the village. Distract the villagers so we can get inside.
Distract the villagers. Okay, villagers, what are we doing? Choose carefully. Interesting. Ah, cheap trickery. Reduce all opponent stats by 2. What is this saying? Objective perform. Choose the right action against your enemy. Okay. Calming voice. Reduce by 9 to 54. Oh, what are we doing? I don't know what we're trying to do. Choose carefully. Reduce all opponent stats by 1 to 6. Maybe elaborate scheme or a grand plan will get us to... Okay, or a calming voice will reduce by... Okay, let's do that.
Ah, not what you expected, is it?
Okay, fine. It's a
Save the
little...
wreck from my trinket before the villagers catch on.
It's a little awkward. But anyway, what are we after? We're gaining hints at the moment. We need 20 of them. So we've still got plenty here to work with. So we would gain enough plus some loot, plus we'd get some damage to our crew. What we'd want to do is we want to avoid that and gain some hints as well. So maybe the 2 instead. Then we can do that twice and not have damage to our crew, really. I think that's really what I'm after. And then here we would gain more. I guess this is the one. Let's do this one. We didn't take a hit to our crew. Now the opponent gains 2 next turn. And okay, so nothing is actually going to happen. So we can just close this out by doing a full-on... Something that will close it out. We need 11 more. So something with a minimum of 11. Ice peeled, I think, is the one that we're after then, because we don't need to do much else, right? So let's just do ice peeled, and I guess that will win it.
A coin with the mark of the Golden City, finally.
Okay, we've done that. Okay, so we've completed another quest. Okay, Raven into the jungle, and our cohesion is super duper now. Super duper. Okay, I think we want to bring back the 50 drifters that we have. So let us send the ship back.
That is exactly what I've been looking for. You see, they are the wealthiest smuggling guild. Similar ambitions to your own.
Okay, fine. And what did we have here? We have assisted Raven, who is working with the smuggler of Golden Chain. According to them, immeasurable wealth can be found in these parts. We could join their hunt when the time comes. Take it all for ourselves. Yeah, sure.
So, the Golden Chain is still around. Excellent. An allegiance with them.
Last I recall, they
Ancient history.
Yeah, we won't go through all of that in detail. What would this be? If I click on that, right? Oh, possible loot. Oh, it is... What? Pirate hunters are roaming the region. Okay, fine. So we shouldn't do it now? Is that what we're saying? I don't know. I don't quite know what that means. But there's a variety of other things that we can be focusing our attention on. Okay, so we brought back people. We unlocked Raven, I think, and we've got some repair quests. We got lots of cohesion. Very good. So close that and head on back. Okay, let's see. So there's been some things here now, and I guess the reason for that is because we now have more people than we can house, right? And I guess that's what's happening over here. So we are short of 12 housing. And in this area, Rogue's Reef, we are short of 2 housing because we also had a bunch of drifters move in over here. So let us quickly look at what we're going to do with housing for this area. And I'm wondering where we're going to do that. I want to do it kind of... We need just a stretch on a wall somewhere, I think, is probably what we're saying, right? This is... Well... I'm kind of... Yeah, maybe... Yeah, this might be good. Let's do that. Okay, so there's 3 of them over there. Can we keep going this way? I think we can. All the way underneath this thing, right? There we go. I think that should be pretty good. Like 3 of them there. Yeah, I think that would work, and that would resolve the shortage on this side. And then over here, what does our shortage look like over here? 12. So that's another... Okay, let's just double check. Are we now doing enough of it on this side? Maybe not. Oh, I think they equally spread to the various places. Okay, well, let's see. If we put another round in here... No, that's not what I wanted. Close that out. We want to make sure we're putting them exactly a level above, right? So if I did this, And I then, okay, so there we can't do it that side. So let's just do this, right? Nice view, I think, for these people. Can I move it through here? I can't move it through here. It's being a bit of a pain. Can we get through, turn around, and see where we're at here, right? Should be able to. There we go. So we should be able to continue going around here. I think that will be enough for the time being, right? So those will get built, and that will resolve this issue. We need to keep an eye that we have sufficient stuff for people. Right. We're still... Oh, they're still under construction at the moment. So, okay, no. This is going to be fine. We're going to have more than enough housing over here. And then on this side, we have more than enough over there as well. And now we've got the extra crew. So now, the extra drifters. So now we can actually start to expand some additional supply chains, really. So what I'm thinking is, let's just start with one of them. I'm not sure. Actually, let's have a look. If we want to upgrade our ship to a level 3. Oh, level 3 doesn't need sails. Interesting. Okay. If we go back and we say we want to build a ship, I think we need 1 pier per ship, right? If we go in here and we look at the pier, a small pier for small ships, you have 1. It does not tell me whether I can build another. Repair a ship, dismantle a ship, rename a ship, loot pile, and journey summary. I think we can only have 1 ship at a pier, right? It looks like a sparking spot. Okay. Back to the supply, the extra chains, right? So we could super duper rationalize our stew, and maybe that's what we should be doing, right? So let's quickly have a look at that one. So pig farms, give me 4 pigs, and then we can do, wow, 70 with 1 of these, right? So that's basically the idea. So if we wanted to do a pig farm, can we squeeze it in? Can't actually fit it right there. There's still plenty of room out this way. So I guess a pig farm in this general area, if we can find a spot for it. I don't want to necessarily have it snapping, right? So, but I do want to alternatively, could we do it? Oh, we could do it right here. We could do it right here. Actually, it fits in really well right in this spot. Okay, let's do that then. We'll do our pig farm in there. And then the next thing we want is the Buccaneer. We want then 2 Buccaneer Grills, right? And I guess what we'll do is we'll put them in here. Where can we put the first one in? I want them. So up here, okay, let's do this. Let's do this instead. Okay, let's just have a look. If we do paths quickly. So that level there, right? So I'll just put the 1 in there so we kind of know where it is, right? Then the Buccaneer Grill needs to kind of go into this area. If we do that, yeah, that looks pretty good. I think they we'll be able to get them to work together. And we'll do this. All right, so that gives us 2 Buccaneer Grills. Can we link them up at all? Right, do we have like a... Yeah. So I guess that was what I was looking at. So these will be linking up like this. And then what we can do is we can tie this in like so, so the galley can get the soup from here. But what I'm also kind of interested in is, do we just go about doing a bit of a soup mix here? Sorry, a soup mix, a soup warehouse. Do we just go and do a soup warehouse? So if we go here, grab the warehouse, for instance, do we, I don't want it on fertile land, but we can potentially squeeze it around here, in which case it's directly linked to the galley. And maybe that's just where we now then start storing our food, right? If we move it this way, I mean, I wouldn't, let's see. Yeah, there's no room here. The only other thing we could do is look at getting it down here somewhere. And I'm not necessarily opposed to that, but the problem with that is it's not very well connected directly to other things, right? Yeah, so if it's down here, I mean, all these guys can get their food, but it's not going to be very convenient for us to get the food back to other areas, right? So I'm kind of thinking maybe this side is a little bit better, because we could potentially then just have a direct connection over to that side. I think maybe this is the one that we're going to go for instead, right? Just because of its accessibility, right? So let's just quickly have a look at our links here. Hopefully that is connected in through there, and these guys can quite comfortably access this, right? So I'm guessing that might be the plan. And then on this side, what I want to do, go to the normal connections, and we see what can we do here. Can we, for instance, do something like that, right? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. That's a good little pathway to get through to that area. Excellent. So that should be fairly easy to build. And I guess this will cause us the need for some additional people here. So let's get this built, and we'll see what this does. But this will be a bit of a food warehouse. So I know I wanted to move it into the galley, but if we're going to stockpile food and then just serve our galleys from a food source like this, it's actually pretty good in that location altogether. And what I'm just thinking, what is this saying? Feeding offal and waste has led to swine getting ill. Pirates are afraid to get sick as well if they eat this tainted meat. So what are we saying here? Feeding offal, okay, fine. So what, feed the pigs properly. Add careful breeding for 30 minutes. Affected structures. That's fine. Easy. Not a big deal. Pirates should not be that picky. That's fine. We're just going to feed the pigs properly. And I don't mind. I don't mind that at all. But what I wanted to do, I want to expand this guy to go, also go down here, for instance, right? So that it's directly connecting to that level where the food is coming from. And now with this in mind, like, let's just have a quick look. So this is here. And that's fine. They can go, the pigs can go directly to these two, right? Easy peasy. They go directly to these two, right? And then this guy is actually saying, grab me this, right? And it should even say, grab me this, and oh, it can't do any more. So it's only picking it up from over here, right? And then this guy, what we're saying is we're going to disconnect that, and you're only going to go and grab from over there, right? So you should be fine, and we shall see this thing rise like crazy. Okay, so it is collecting significant amount of stew now, which we'll have available. So there will be lots of food ready to go for us now. Okay, let's have a quick look at our housing situation. We still have room. We still have drifters available here. But everything seems to be pretty good at the moment. Now, we did unlock something. So if we go to deeds, yeah. So have an output of 100 stew. So we'll claim that. reach cohesion 125. We can't really get to that unless we get a little bit better. But what we're starting to see now is complete events, 5 events with Scarlet, which is close, and we can do that pretty quickly and have an output of 500. So yeah, it's going to be a bit to go in this direction. But I guess we're getting there. Now we are on the next level. So here we can do, this is the campfire boost, improved campfire production, which I'm not sure we want at this stage. We are fine with food. For every banner, increase cohesion capacity by 4. So I guess this is something we might want to do. And then the cabaret, for every cabaret, gain plus 10 coin every time new drifters are recruited. Okay, that's something we'd want to look at. A statue. For every statue, gain 3 additional drifters every time a ship arrives with recruits. Okay. And then a classy cabin provides us better housing. So I think this is what I want to do. So I want to grab the classy cabin, and then what we're going to do is we're going to provide better accommodations, because at the moment we're using so much space for this thing. I want to take our cliffside apartment and give it a bit of an upgrade to the cliffside condo, really, and that will be I think something we'll look at in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. We've done some more stuff, and we've optimized things a little bit and started to add some more of our production chains that we're unlocking. And I guess part of it is, even though we didn't need it, it's best to get these things done ahead of time. And so what we'll do is we'll look at things like, start to slowly move this. Oh, this is going to take coin as well as construction. Okay, so we need to have a look at trading then. We need to get trading sorted then. We need to look at the apothecary and the herbalist. We need to look at the sales maybe. Yeah, and we need to start looking at these items. Trading post. And I guess we can, sorry, if I click on this, can we upgrade to the trading pier? We can. Ooh, it's costly though. It's costly, but I guess we should do that. And I'll do that first thing in the next episode. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.